Hello, fellow journey runners. Guess what? Week 13, day 7. It's our 30-minute day. Really excited. Today we are going to walk 1 minute, run 25 minutes. Then we're going to walk a minute, run a minute, walk a minute, and run a minute. And we will have our 30 minutes. So that's our goal today. So let's get our smartphones and smartwatches ready. And we are going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's walk. Already started walking. So I'm going to do the hill workout that I did last time. I was supposed to do it Friday, but it was pretty bad weather. And so I'm going to make it up today by doing 30 minutes of a hill workout. But my foot is a little tender. My ankle from rolling it the other day. My legs are probably going to be really sore today because I did a lot of walking yesterday to keep that ankle moving and not let it keep trying to lock up on me. And today it's really swollen, so I'm going to take it very easy at the very beginning as I improve my my mental strength. The confidence, build up the confidence. So whenever I get back into it, I like to start off really slow. All right, what do we got? And we are going to start running right now. So nice and easy for me today. Make sure I don't twist that ankle. This route is pretty flat and pretty packed down, so no trails for me for a little bit till I gain back my confidence on being able to move my ankle, So we're going to do our usual, which is just check in on something, and about a minute into it, we'll check our cadence and go from there. All right, let's check our cadence in about 30 seconds. Right now, I'm going to check in on my form. Make sure my feet are flat. Shoulders are back, nice and loose. All right, in 3, 2, 1, start counting. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, stop counting. Take that number, multiply it by 4 or 2 by 2. Let's look at our pace and our heart rate and match those up. All right. Nice day here. It's a little chilly, but still really nice. Blue skies, slight wind, but blue skies, nice fresh air. Feeling good. All right, about to hit the hills. Hill number 1 coming right up. So let's check in. I'm gonna check my pace and my heart rate again. Okay. Here we go, first hill. Got this. Let's check in on our breathing, our heart rate, how our legs feel. Here we go. A lot of people out today. That's good. Okay, that was hill number 1. Hill number 2, right up here. We got this. All right, let's check in. Heart rate, pace. Must have got a little brave here. My pace is picked up, even though I'm running up a hill. Here we go. Almost to the top. We got this. How you doing? Good, thanks. All right, right there. Okay, here we go. Number 1 done. All right. Here we go. Relax on the downhill. Let's see what I got for time. 6:30. So maybe 4 hills. We can do 4 hills. I think we can do that. These hills are about 200 meters, 400 meters. How you doing? All right, I'm gonna check in on my breathing, my heart rate. Yeah, it's up there. On a cool down, I should be slowing. Cool down? Not a cool down. On the downhill recovery, should be a little bit slower. On my heart rate. What'd you think about the recovery and rest video yesterday? Here we go. I think the hardest part for me is actually the rest, not even the recovery. So I feel like when I rest, I lose everything that I gained for the season. But I know it's not true. Because if it was true, I would never get another PR her personal best. All right. Whew. Let's check in. I'm going to check in on my posture. Looseness. One mile. All right. Hill number 2 here. All right, here we go. We got this. We got it. Lost you here for a second. Whew. Check my pace and heart rate. I actually like to, when I'm doing hills, do a check right at the top. See where my heart rate and my pace is. And my perceived running effort, which I based off the 3 engines, how fast am I breathing, how hard is my heart going, and how are my legs. Helps me when I start planning out a race or something, how I'm going to take down a hill. What's neat about smartwatches and phones these days, they can relatively tell you how much of a gain of a hill it is. That way, if you're running a course, you can see relatively how your hill compares to the race hill. It allows you to plan. Okay, normally I run 10-minute miles, whatever it is, kilometers, slower, faster. Wait till the wind's over. When I ran this hill, I ran maybe a minute and a half slower, whatever it is. Then when you go look at that other hill on the course that you're doing, then you can compare, say, okay, this hill I'm gonna run right about the same, a little bit slower. You can get pretty good at almost predicting your race pace, except for one factor you can't measure. That's the adrenaline rush. Time trials come close, but I still haven't found anything like showing up to a race. The atmosphere, the excitement, the challenge, just everything just sets a new level of energy. So when you start running races versus time trials or versus your regular runs, it's so different. You run so much faster. You can't even predict it. How you doing? But it gives you a good idea of what you're going to do, assuming you have a good day. Here's my third set. Getting pretty warm. What are we doing for checking in here? My pace a little quick. Heart rate a little high. Expected on a hill workout. All right, here we go. That's set number 3 for me. All right, check in on something. My watch seems to be a little behind on tracking my pace right now, for whatever reason. Keeps bebopping around. How you doing?
How are you doing?
Good, thank you. All right. Nice job. Nice job. How's your pace? Are you doing good? Are you feeling good? All right. Almost to the top here. Or bottom. Top, bottom. Lack of oxygen. Lack of conversation. At least brilliant conversation. That means I'm pushing it maybe a little bit too hard. I should be able to think clearly. So I may take this next hill a little bit easier. So I make sense when I'm talking to you. All right, let's check in on something. I'm gonna check in on everything. Except for cadence. I'm gonna check everything but cadence right now. Alright, here we go. Probably my last hill, predicted about right. 4 of them. Here we go. Almost done. Yeah. Feeling good today. But I did promise myself I was going to slow down, didn't I? Hopefully you checked out my video on changing gears. Essentially what I'm doing on this hill workout is being aware of my cadence and my stride. Hills, if you want to, you can work on both. If you try to power up a hill, of course you work on your stride length. So something you got to take in consideration is when you're running hills. How you doing? People say it's for strength, but it depends. Either you're shortening your stride and picking up your cadence, which then means you're still working on it because you have to power up a hill, but not as much as if you, let's say you want to run a hill in 10 minutes or 10-minute pace, and just hold it right there. You can either quicken your stride and shorten your length, or slow down your stride, or slow down your cadence and pick up your length in your stride. You work two different systems by doing so. All right, here we go. Last hill. Does that make sense? The more energy efficient way is to shorten your stride, pick up your cadence. But if you want to work on your stride, doing hill workouts that focus on longer stride lengths, slower cadence, will do that for you. Just keep that in mind. Either way, you still have to work on muscles to get you up a hill, which does increase power, but it's a different kind depending on how you approach the hill. Some people just try to power through a hill. Not smart when you're racing, unless it's the finish line or you feel like it's a significant part to do that for, in my opinion. Oh, maybe I can do a half. I'm coming back much quicker than I thought. All right, let's check in on something. Make sure I'm nice and loose here. I feel like when I was talking, my cheeks were not loose there for a second. All tensed up. I'm just gonna head back. My legs are still a little exhausted. It's a little bit more bumpy up there. I got plenty of time in the season to go through my base period and rather not risk the ankle sprain. So I'm gonna head to the roads. Might get a little windy. should say, in your build period, which is where we're at right now again, increasing our distance. That's a good time to work on power and play with your stride, for that matter, in my opinion. Once you get into the base phase in your cycles, my opinion, my suggestion is to not work on power, but to work more on speed in your cadence, things like that, in your form. All right, let's check in on something. In about 5 seconds, we're going to do another cadence check. 2, 1, start counting. Three, 2, 1, stop counting and walk. Heart rate, pace, cadence, check them all. We're gonna walk for a minute here. And I think you figured out the pattern. So we gotta walk, run. Those 2 minutes running next Sunday, we're gonna combine them to our 25. We'll do 27 minutes. And we are so close to our target. Watching my heart rate drop and my pace. Oh, what a day. What a day. Very nice. Good for running. We're going to start our run again in 1. Let's go. 1 minute run right here. I'm pretty psyched actually that I was able to do this run with my ankle swollen. Part of it's hanging over the side of my shoe, but there is no pain whatsoever. But I still don't feel confident running on major trails yet. So I'm going to try to stick to main roads, packed roads for a little while. Maybe until the end of this, till the end of our journey together. Just so I can go into the next phase feeling really confident. I'm going to have to start picking up my pace. 2, 1, let's walk. All right, 1 more minute walk, then a minute run, and we are done. Whew. My breathing is up there. My heart rate's coming down still. I mean, considering from where I was from the hills, so I'm happy about that. Happy Sunday, right? We get to run. We have the ability and the luckiness to be able to go out here and run. So thankful for that. Some people, for whatever their situation is, they're not able to run. But if you're here watching this right now and you're able to run, we are lucky. 3, 2, 1, last minute jog right here. Suck it all in. It's just amazing. I still, to this day, we started with 1 minute. And we're like, oh yeah, our cool down. We started with 1 minute walk. Our cool down is a 1 minute run after 25 minutes of running. Insane. In a good way. All right. almost there. This way. 10 seconds and we are done today. Super windy right here. All right. 3, 2, 1, done. Yeah, you just did that. Yeah, you did. You are amazing. Let's take a look at our heart rate. Let's give it a minute. You can stop, or you can walk. If you watch my fresh video on YouTube, I kind of like to walk, even no matter what it is. Just a little walk after to get that heart rate down. Kind of slows it down easily if you just stop all that lactic acid and stuff. If you get any, it gets all stuck in there. So this is one of the ways to start flushing it out. And just check how the heart rate does. Looks like it's going to be a little high for me today, but still really good. Okay, there we go. That's it. So, virtual camera high five. I got the continuation tomorrow of the 7 phases. Tomorrow we talk about build phase, which is what we are in, and then I'll go through the next phases the following days, and our days are counting down. So week 13 done, week 14, 15, 16. That's it. 3 more weeks and we are done. Our voyage, our journey, or is it just the beginning? We will have to see what the end brings. So anyways, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I really, really enjoy being out here. I'm so glad, turn this around, that I don't know which way is the best way for that wind. Maybe here where I can block it. So yeah, make sure you do your strides. I'm still not going to do my strides because of my ankle. I'm still a little cautious about that. But make sure you do your strides and all that good fun stuff. And guess what? I will see you tomorrow where I talk about the 7 phases. Until then, I'll see ya.